What's up, world? It's your boy AP, and this is AP's NBA Daily Picks. And in this video, I'm breaking down the LaMelo Ball Charlotte Hornets versus Toronto Raptors. They're playing in the six. Let's see. They're giving Charlotte plus 8.5 points. Man, that line moving. And the over and under is 238.5. I love to see a high, over and under. For the injury report, we got Liam McNeely out for the Hornets, Grant Williams out, Josh Green out, Brandon Miller out. And hey man, the Raptors look pretty healthy. Jameson Battle, game time decision, expected to play. And Oki Abaji, he's expected to play also. Top performers for these teams. For points, we got Miles Bridges averaging 22.1 points per game, 42.2 field goal percentage. He's getting to the free throw lines, averaging 90% from the free throw line. And Brandon Ingram averaging 20.4 points. He's 49.3% from the field. He's getting to the free throw lines, 88.3%. Knock down some free throws, Brandon Ingram. They free throws, man. That's what this game is about, though, man. Free throws and fouls. You know what I'm saying? But let me go through my game notes, man. Okay, this is how I see this game now. This is probably my play of the day right here. This is probably my play of the day. Only X factor is LaMelo Ball. A lot of these teams got some X factors. Matter of fact, I'm gonna make an X factor parlay. Yeah, Giannis, James Harden, LaMelo Ball. That's gonna be a fun parlay, an X factor parlay. But yeah, Toronto, the Raptors are playing at home after a successful road trip, riding a 3-game winning streak. Charlotte is on a brutal scheduling spot. The second night of a back-to-back. It's their third game in 4 nights. They went from Milwaukee, they played OKC, then they go into Toronto. And traveling to Toronto is international travel. The custom and logistics, it can add fatigue also. And they played an overtime game versus the Bucks. A day before that, 2 days before that, they had to play the Bucks in a game where they won, but they had to extend a lot of energy. Then they played OKC. They extended a lot of energy in that game, trying to make a push back. But LaMelo Ball did sit. And also, I don't think the international travel is going to mess with LaMelo Ball's game. Maybe the rest of his teammates. We got to remember, LaMelo Ball played overseas before. I mean, he's the big baller brand, man. He's been doing this type of thing, man. They rest him against OKC for a reason. This is the Eastern Conference matchup. The Hornets, they want to win. I mean, they don't have the talent. They got young guys, you know. But they want to be competitive, but just travel spot. And their scheduling of recent. That overtime game, when that is thrown in there, man, throws the plans off a little bit. And the injury report, man, with Brandon Miller out, Grant Williams, Josh Green, they whole squad out, man. But it does pass around some uses for LaMelo Ball, Miles Bridges, and Kanupu. I like Kanupu game, man. I do. I like his name. I like his game. Don't like his name. But no, I'm just fucking around. Toronto, though, they got a healthy core. Scotty Barnes, RJ Barrett, Emmanuel Quickly, Jakob Poeltl, and the addition of Brandon Ingram as another high usage scorer. But his history versus Charlotte suggests he thrives in this matchup. So all of these players, Barnes, Barrett, Quickly, Jakob Poeltl, and Brandon Ingram, they all historically play well versus the Hornets in the last 5 games. Maybe here and there they had a couple little hiccups, but as a collective unit, I just think they have the experience, the scheduling advantage. They're in a good rhythm. Man, I just don't see any edges for the Hornets, but they play, but LaMelo Ball. Charlotte's defense ranked 26th in defensive rating, allowing 120.5 points per game. They struggle specifically against athletic wings and interior scoring. Toronto's offense is ranked 5th in offensive rating and 2nd in assist percentage. They move the ball well. The Hornets' fatigue will likely lead to slow rotations, open threes, and easy transition buckets for the Toronto Raptors. Surprisingly, Charlotte is a better rebounding team. They get 45.7 rebounds per game. The Raptors get 42.5 rebounds per game. But fatigue on the back-to-back sometimes often neutralizes the rebounding and the hustling. And also, some of them games, portion of them games, Toronto didn't have Jakob Poeltl. And Jakob Poeltl, man, the first Austrian-born player in the NBA. He's on a tear. He's on a tear right now. He's playing very well. Let's see the history of these players' last 5 games. LaMelo Ball, he loves playing in Toronto. He's averaging 20.6 points per game and 8.4 assists in the last 5 games. So if I'm looking at LaMelo Ball here, I'm looking more like rebounds and assists. Because he's a bigger guard. He can get some of those long rebounds coming off. And he can get some assists in this game. Brandon Ingram, he has a dominant history versus the Hornets. But he was with a previous team, so the usage is off and tweaked a little bit. But he's averaged 22.2 points per game, 8.4 assists, 8.2 rebounds in the last 5 games versus the Raptors. And Jakob Poeltl is a strong interior scorer versus Charlotte's weak interior defense. So I would definitely pick, in this spot right here, I would definitely pick the Raptors minus the 8.5. I do think it'll get uglier than that. I think this can get up to, 12-point win for the Raptors. The point total is pretty high for me. But if the Hornets can knock down some threes, which they do got some 3-point shooters, I just don't think Miles Bridges is gonna play well against in this situation. I think Miles Bridges is gonna have an off game. That's what I'm thinking right now in this situation. It could surprise me, but I think he'll have an off game. I think LaMelo Ball will play. I think for the player props that I like, I do like LaMelo Ball over his assists at 8.5 assists. With Brandon Miller out, LaMelo Ball's entire offense. Previous data showed him averaging 11.7 assists per game in the last 3 games without Miller. Even with fatigue, his volume of touches and potential assists will be massive. He has averaged 8.4 assists in the last 5 versus Toronto. The Raptors defense was keen on him, forcing him to pass the shooters. Khan and Miles Bridges. Just don't know if Miles Bridges is going to be knocking him down. I like him over the 7.5 assists though. LaMelo Ball. His rebounds and assists is around 12.5. 11. I'll take 11.5 right now. 11.5, 12. I'll take it over. Khan Newpool, his points prop at 12.5. I like that points prop for him. I think he's kind of getting into his role and his rhythm. He just got to knock the shots down. That's the only thing. He's gonna have the open looks. He's got to knock the shots down. Toronto does have a swarming defense, but I think they gotta really key in on Miles Bridges and LaMelo Ball, and that gives kind of a little chance to do his thing. But the Raptors got some good wing defenders with Scotty Barnes can get out there. Brandon Ingram, R.J. Barrett. You know what I'm saying? In this spot, I do like Scotty Barnes' PRA. I just think he's going to do a little bit of everything in this game. I'm just not sure which one he's going to do the most, but I think he's going to score the ball, he's going to rebound, and he's going to get some assists. The one thing I like about the Raptors offense is they get some assists. And I think this is a line to really exploit. Probably my favorite player prop in this game is Jakob Poeltl over his points and rebounds. His points is at 12.5. I do like Jakob Poeltl over that. He's had success versus Charlotte. He's at 20, 12, and 24 points in his last 3 versus them. I don't think the Hornets going to have a solution for Jakob Poeltl. I like Brandon Ingram's assists. Ingram has averaged 8.4 assists a game in his last 5 games versus Charlotte. He acts as a point forward often, with the Raptors moving the ball, second in assists. The Charlotte defense collapsing. Ingram will find the open shooters. There's plus money for him to get 4.5 assists. I do like that. Some unders that I like is Miles Bridges under his rebounds and assists. His rebounding drop when Brandon Miller is out to 4.3 rebounds per game as he focused more on scoring. Fatigue affects the rebounds and the hustle, so I'm under the rebounds. Similar rebounding with Miller's assists. He dropped to 1 point without Miller. He dropped to 1.3 assists per game. He's been assisting the ball lately, but LaMelo gonna have the ball in his hands mostly, and Miles Bridges out there to shoot the ball. Moussa Diabate, I don't really like his points in this situation. I think he was getting foul trouble. He's a hustle player depending on injury on the back-to-back with travel. Energy players often suffer the most. He faces Polo and Barnes on the inside. I think his point line a little bit too high for him under there. But playing with LaMelo Ball, you never know. You know what I'm saying? LaMelo Ball, X factor parlays in effect, people. You dig? But yeah, that's why I like in this game. I do like Con points, Scotty Barnes PRA, Brandon Ingram assists, Jacopoto points and rebounds. Leaning towards LaMelo Ball rebounds and assists. But yeah, that about wraps it up for AP's NBA Sports Picks. That was the Charlotte Hornets versus the Raptors. They're going out there to the 6-man. Got to travel through customs. This is just a bad spot for the Hornets right here. I like the Raptors. Man, y'all like, comment, subscribe, man. It's always helpful for love to all. You already know what time it is. It's bag season.